Oh, about my cat, since I'm on such a tight budget right now, I still don't have like a regular job. I'm sort of semi-retired, but it's not covering. I mean, I have to work some. But I've been working a lot of different things, just a little bit here and there. But bottom line is when you get older, if you don't save up enough, plan it right, you won't have, make sure you have a maid, I guess. So if you have to sit home sometimes, you just have somebody to sit home with. Of course, I sit home a lot. Usually I'm working at home, trying to do auditions or something, or applying for jobs. Now here goes my cat. But back to my cat. Yes. Yeah, I've saved some money by getting some holistic drops and things for him. I ordered through Amazon. They've got, just if you can't afford to take your pet to the vet, because it can cost a small fortune to have a lot of things done. But even just to take them in there. But I was asking some questions online, and one of those things where you ask different things, and then they charge me for an online visit, which I was a little happy about. But anyway, okay, so I guess I can't turn the camera around right now. Well, I guess I could talk into it. So, okay, so that's about it, guys. I'm just out here walking my cat, and you don't know what life was going to hold for you. I don't know where. I mean, I was always so busy working and chasing around, with friends, or helping my parents or grandparents do stuff, because I was the only kid in town for several decades. Well, several years, decades really almost. So I just dated a lot and everything, but I just thought I'd end up with when I was younger. So I guess I'd have to I need a job so I can afford a complete makeover and whatever, wardrobe, but the whole thing. So to date more, but I guess I don't really like. I mean, I dress up when I have to. When I have to go to a fancy party, or when I get to go to a fancy party, which if that occasionally, once in a blue moon, happens, or something fun, or a date, or something, or for work, But yeah, I guess maybe I've been actually trying to get a regular 8-to-5 job again. I mean, I'm trying to do a lot of different things, but I'm open to part-time too. So, anyway, that's about it. So, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go now. I've got to get my cat back in now. Okay, guys, well, I'll talk to y'all later. If I'd had this whole social media stuff when I was younger, I bet I would have been on here kind of a lot, probably crying, and this guy did this, and this buddy said that, and all the stuff, So, oh God, everything was so, life or death issues when you're younger. It is still, I mean, more in a different way, but whatever. So, my granny lived to be 99, so if I do finally find the love of my life, and I know he won't be perfect, because nobody's perfect, and I'm far from perfect, but maybe sometimes people find somebody that's perfect for them. And when I was younger, I just wasn't making the right choices, and it had a lot to do with my childhood. And I don't have to explain it all to everybody, but I had some good times in childhood, and then some not so good times. But if you don't deal with it and go into counseling, when you're younger, and deal with it, then you're going to have to deal with all this stuff when you're older, and that's kind of what it boils down to. See, so, but I'm doing it now, and so. But that's okay. No, if I was just thinking about that, like if I had this social media stuff, boy, when I was younger, man, I would have been all over this. I would have been out to the clubs with it all the time. I mean, because I really, when I was like in my 20s and 30s, or even in college, college 20s and 30s, I was literally the work hard, play hard person, girl, you know. I was like working 40, 50, 60, 70, even 80 hours a week, and then after work chasing out to a bar party or something. And then I never really had dogs then. I had cats, usually just one cat, but sometimes a couple cats, and they were more independent and everything. But when I got older, I had some little dogs when I was younger for a while, but one time I remember I was out at one of Dee Wallace Stone's acting classes, and she had this energy healing session. And then I got into one of the little classes by Christina Hempstead, which was really good. But I got like one class with Dee, and she's just so awesome, and she heals people. She's a wonderful person. I'll get back on here someday talking about her book and everything that she wrote. But anyway, she's written several books and tapes and all that stuff. So really great. So, but some girl, and she had one of a seminar one day for actors, and which was really neat too. And so some girl stood up and asked Dee, you know, it's so lonely sometimes out here when in LA, you know, I'm in Texas right now, but you know, this girl was like, oh my God, Dee, it's so lonely out here in LA, blah, blah, blah. And she was like going on, and what do I do? How do I deal with all this? How do I move my energy this way or that way? Or in my acting, how do I deal with it? Blah, blah, blah. And Dee just said, get a dog. So I was thinking about that myself. So I just like ended up at a little book fair one day, I had driven from North Hollywood to Malibu, and to go to a book fair, and there was a couple ladies with this cute little dog, and I was just got to talking to them about it, and they were walking it around. I guess they had some kind of little pet fair too, and it was over. Nobody adopted this little older dog. She was about 7, and I ended up adopting her, renamed her Emmy. Her name was, I can't even remember now, Sparky or something like that. But anyway, so she had been like a rescue dog and had a bad situation with some kids that were not treating the little dog right and didn't know any better. You know, their parents worked a lot and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I ended up getting that little dog, and it was the sweetest little dog, and I had her for 10 years, so a total of, she ended up living to be 17, but and that dog rode back and forth with me when I moved back and forth from Texas to California, back and forth. And then one of the times I was back out there, I adopted a cat named Oscar. I named him Oscar when my other cat had passed and everything. So there for a while I was riding around with moving in and out of apartments every couple years or so with my Emmy and my Oscar. And I always said, you know, if I never win an Emmy or an Oscar, these two are more valuable to me than having an Emmy or an Oscar. So, okay. Well, over and out. Okay, bye. Oh, and then later on, I got this other little dog, which I've had him quite a while now. I've had him about 6 or 7 years as a rescue, and his name is Tony. I named him Tony because he just seemed like a Tony, but then I was thinking also of the Tony Awards. And I thought that would be cool to win that too. But, you know, I just didn't start all this earlier in life, and you do have some money and juggle your time and energy. But, you know, I've been working on all this seriously on and off for about 20 years. But I did do it all in high school and all that stuff too. So, okay, well, there's my cat. Whoops. The other cat's chasing him home. Okay, guys. Fixing to Austin, okay, that orange cat, stop it now. Now go on. Okay, I gotta get Austin back in now, see. So that was our big thing for Halloween right here. So